Hey guys, welcome back to another clip of Schach-manuel-lernen. Today with the third round of the Swiss National Railway Chess Championship. In the third round I had the first time white pieces and I prepared against my opening. I knew he was playing Caro-Kann, so the first couple of moves I will scroll forward because it's all well-known theory and I also prepared all of that. So up until here, and now my opponent played g6, which I didn't prepare, but I thought, okay, I continue normal. I played king h1, bishop e6, b3, prepares c4, and then either c5 or d5, rook c8, then I played knight f4, king g7 to protect possible capturing on g6, rook e2, bishop b8, and after bishop b8 it was clear for me that he will play either queen c7 or queen d6 with the checkmate idea on h2. And here I made a bit of a useless move, queen c1. I wanted to overprotect the knight, but also prepare queen e1. The move that would have been better is rook there, back king g1, capture, and then f4. And now it's kind of interesting that the pawn is hanging, but black can't capture in a good way, otherwise he will lose his rook on e8. So queen c1, queen d6, capture, capture. Now I played f4, and I thought he will play g5. Then I would have played queen e1, but instead he played the more strategic point f5. That means that this bishop is always weak to protect it, and he will always attack this pawn. Queen e1. Queen d8, bishop c4, knight goes back, rook ff2, b5. Now I captured once, I knew he will capture with the knight, bishop d3. And now, of course, the idea from black is either to play something like that, or this, or something like that. So he played this, I played king g1. Here maybe I should have played this move, but then he plays knight h5 and he will still be able to go there. That's why I played king g1. Knight goes to h5, queen e3, bishop d6, queen f3. And the idea of queen f3 was two things, like on one hand playing rook e2, and on the other hand it has a small trap that I can capture here and simply win a pawn. And in fact my opponent missed that, which I was quite surprised, but I captured, won a pawn. Rook to e8, bishop d3, and now I won a pawn. So of course better. Rook to e6, then queen g4. Take a note, I calculated f5, but f5 basically loses the game because he can play bishop h2, check, king h1, knight gives a check, now a double check from knight and queen. My king needs to go to g1, check, and a checkmate. So that blunder is important to avoid. I saw that, I played queen g4, rook f6, but now I should have played f5. Because now the same variation is not working. Because, let's say, same thing happens. Now I can just capture, and the difference is that the rook is here and not here anymore, which means it's not the checkmate, and then I will have too much of material advantage. So here I missed f5 for the win basically. I captured on h4, capture. Then I played g3. He played knight to d5. If he captures on d3, then we will win the exchange. So knight to d5, capture, c4, capture, queen a5. That I calculated, but then I have queen f4, I sacrifice a pawn, and I wanted to play for this pin, because that keeps the knight and the king out of the game. Black gives a check, I go back with bishop, queen to c1, he wants to bring his queen back. So I'll show you the line that would have been the best, g4, g5, h4, with the idea after capture that I will win the knight. So here black has queen f4, this I calculated, and this endgame is better for me because my pawn structure is better, but still he has this outside passer, which is not really easy to play at the end. I played h4, queen went to h6, and now I just should have played g4, but this line, I go quickly through it, is very complicated to calculate or to see, and with less time I didn't find it. I played d5 instead, capture, and now I just missed that he can trade off the queens with queen h5, because if I don't trade, then my pawn will be gone. That's why I capture, activating the king. Black does the same, activating the king, protecting the pawn. And here I try to create a passer, potentially for some threats. Knight f6, and here, I just liquidated the game. Be aware this one is not working because of a check and a pawn win. So I decided for the easiest way to play d6. He captured, I captured, and then he captured, I captured, and then it's a draw position. Neither side has enough content to play on. So it was a very interesting game. Was first time I didn't lose against this opponent. So on one side I was happy, but on the other side I also had some winning chances. And so it meant with 2 points out of 3 games, I was in a lead after 3 rounds. And how I continued in the 4th round, you will see it in the next clip. Have a wonderful weekend, enjoy your own chess games, and see you soon, guys.